Governor Walker calls his budget, he calls it a budget repair bill. I call it a pay-for-play budget destruction bill. Budget deficits are a problem, and they have to be overcome, and we have to quit deficit spending. But that means stop the tax shifting, stop corporate tax breaks, close the corporate tax loopholes. If you did that, you wouldn't have a budget crisis in Wisconsin right now.
He was dealt this hand. The last two governors kind of kicked it down the road. They didn't deal with the problems. They used money that wasn't for certain things, and he's having to make tough choices. The problem with it is that both the Republicans and the Democrats are making it a Republican-Democrat issue instead of a policy issue, which I think is the biggest mistake right now. We need to look at the policies and make changes where it makes sense to make them. I don't think any government, any person receiving a federal check or government check or state check for that matter, should ever have the ability to walk off their job no matter what.
What about the bus drivers? What about the cooks? What about the people who serve the food in the kitchen? What about the custodians and the maintenance people and the clerical people? Without collective bargaining in our unions, we won't have any rules. Granted, we might get civil service rules, but how that's going to adapt itself to our situation is going to change. You know, we may lose quite a bit more than just money. If he would have run on a platform where he said, yes, we're going to ask the unions to pay for their extra money toward their pension and toward their medical insurance, their health insurance. If he did say that. So I can understand that had a lot to do with why people elected him and voted for him. But if he would have said, and we're also going to take away your collective bargaining rights, I don't think the scenario would have been the same. I don't think the results would have been the same.